Okay, today I'm going to show you a little secret that I've used in the past to enhance my photographs. And that's what Photoshop is all about, enhancing my photographs. I consider myself more of an artist than a photographer. I use photography as part of my medium, but also consider myself a digital artist. And what I do is try to put two or more components together to create a piece of art. And I'm going to show you how I do that. In this particular image, let me move the layers palette out of the way. In this particular image, you can see that this is a regular beach scene, but there's no clouds in the sky. And I thought that perhaps maybe if there were clouds in the sky, it would enhance this picture. So I'm going to show you a method that I use to bring in some clouds into a cloudless type of picture. I've got another image of clouds, and what I'm going to simply do is I'm going to drag this picture into the picture of the clouds into the picture of the beach scene. I'm going to hold down my shift key, and using the move tool, I'm just going to simply bring it in and drag it. And what that does, if I hold the shift key down, it brings the picture right in dead center into the new image. So I need to move this up to a position where I think I'd like to have it right about. Well, let me move the layers palette again. Let's see. I've got this little hump in the mountain here, but I've got basically the horizon here. So I think I can just bring it down to just below the horizon, and I think I can get away with that. Make sure I've got my clouds centered. We bring in the layers palette again. And here's the secret. It's called Blend If. And it's in the layer styles. And how do we get there? Well, I'm just going to double click on the cloud layer. And that brings in this dialog box, the layer style box. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm coming down into the underlying layer. And I'm coming over here and bringing this way. And look what it's done to the clouds. Now, what I also need to do is fade that effect. And the way that I fade that effect is hold down the Alt key and bring this left part of this little triangle out back here. And that's sort of like fades that effect. So this increases the effect, and this fades it right here. So let's see what we got so far. Move the layers palette. Getting a little crowded here for real estate. All right, let me play around with this just a little bit. Okay. And right here is my settings for this particular image. And I'm going to click OK. Now the next thing I need to do is that when you're looking at an image in the distance, towards the horizon, the sky gets lighter than it is at the top of the image. So the way we're going to create that effect is I'm going to create a layer mask. Oops. I'm going to create a layer mask on this cloud image, and I'm going to go into, make sure my black is my foreground color, and I'm going into the gradient tool, and I'm coming up here, and I'm making sure that I've got black to transparent, and click OK. Now, what I want to do is fade the clouds from the bottom to the top. So I'm going to hold down my shift key to make sure I got a straight line and just go halfway up the clouds, and that fades the clouds. Okay, so let me move this stuff out of the way here. and show you what we got. This is what we started with, and that's what we ended up with. Not too bad. You can also try changing the blending modes, if you would like. But that's it. That's my little technique for adding clouds to an image.